Good evening, everybody. I got my old V-neck on because it's freaking hot. It's like mobile air conditioning. No, I'm just kidding. I accidentally bought a pack of V-neck shirts and I'm trying to burn through them just as service on the skid steer. But we're going to load up the 12 right now. I made a video the other day talking about how this trailer had a couple defects. Some stuff kind of halfway failed on it. And I addressed it myself, fixed the problem, made the trailer even better. But I want to talk today about the reality of just reality itself. Working trailers, you're going to suffer consequences. They're going to get used, they're going to get injured, and you're going to have to repair them. I'd rather repair it myself than send it to the dealer who can send it to another mobile mechanic or some shop that's going to start welding on my trailer. That take time, weeks, months, whatever, before I got my trailer back. So I fixed it myself, 2 hours, done deal, made the trailer even better. But we're going to talk about a couple other trailers and their defects. The fact is, every one of these trailers, the Texas Pride, the TNT dump trailer, I'm not going to mention that trailer brand, but I'll tell you about its issues. All these other trailers that are not Diamond C, those things had some pretty serious issues that happened within the first couple weeks or the first tow of running it. And this thing lasted an entire year, and people are claiming it's not a equipment trailer. But just for the record, I guess car trailers have you seen that had a 10-inch I-beam and then a 10-inch engineered beam going down the whole side. It's a multi-purpose trailer. I wanted to be able to haul project trucks as well as heavy equipment like this skid steer. TL12 plus mulch head, around 16,000 pounds. Look her up. Let's get her loaded. I'll show you guys how this tail behaves with a decently heavy machine on it. Also, listen to the silent clutch. This real short because you probably saw the last video, but this pin right here that holds the ramp up, that broke out right there. Simple, probably overlooked, and they just used too thin of stuff on the sides, which led to too thin of stuff right here because a steel track machine, I'll throw a photo of it right now, single grousers just destroy pretty much anything. So I put one single rib in the center here, pushed it back out. I'm guessing it's about 1/8 inch diamond plate right here. Should have been 3/16 like this. If that would have been back there, it would have been no problem. I honestly think it just simply overlooked. The way this trailer normally goes is you just have your regular frame. These are frame extensions. So I think the engineers just overlooked this and didn't reinforce it like they should have. Same thing with this right here. Traditionally, drive over fenders leads you to believe that it is a car trailer. But these are 10,000 pound axles right here. Leopard axle, torsion suspension, 17.5. These are load range J 18 ply tires. These are heavy duty, about as heavy duty as you can get on a trailer like this. It is not a small trailer. Total length is 22 feet with the 2-foot dovetail. People think it's just a little bumper pole. It's actually a pretty stout unit. These are simple little things that were overlooked, and I'm gonna load the machine up. You'll see how it handles that weight of that machine with this ramp that people voiced and said it was just way too weak for it. It's lasted an entire year, and the only thing that hurt it was steel track machine caving this in right here, which freaking A, steel track machines are tough. Give credit to these ramps. One-handers. They do have a new one-piece max ramp that goes all the way across that would work with the full extensions. The reason why I don't have max ramps with this is because they didn't have the option for full extensions when I bought this trailer. Trailer, you can, I'll be honest, you can kind of cut corners in some situations. I bet you I would never had an issue with this thing caving in right here, because the fact that the 12 pretty much rides right on the edge of the frame itself. So that would have never really been a problem. Plus the fact that these ramps actually are engineered and have a good platform down here so that the actual trailer doesn't take any of the load. The ramps do their job until they've transferred the weight of the whole machine. Pretty much it gets on the trailer. No issues with that. And compared to other trailers, these things lift up no problem. Thing didn't leave me stranded on the side of the road. Nothing major broke. Just a couple areas of the trailer that I felt like need a little constructive criticism. Let's take a look at how well this thing handles that kind of weight. That is not a light machine. As far as skid steers go, and then you throw a 3,000 pound mulch head on the front. Pretty dang stout for a skid steer. Everything coming up in here, you saw the trailer didn't squat, didn't destroy itself, putting that kind of weight on there. So those of you guys that were saying that it's just a car trailer, you on drugs. And for everybody that's thinking, well, the price of the item, that doesn't dictate the quality of it. Bull crap. These three trailers right here, I bought this one because it was cheap. The first freaking tow with it, one of the brakes blew up. Like, it destroyed itself. There was pieces came out the side, smoke going on the freeway. Terrible. I ended up replacing that whole front axle. I think it was front, no, it was actually the back one. Front one blew up. They sent me a whole new hub. Mind you, this was brand new. I had it, towed it back 500 miles. I bought it from a dealer in LA. First load with the thing. That hub right there freaking blew up. So they sent me a whole new one, everything, slapped that on there. Then the seals just immediately went out. Freaking gosh dang. Alright, seal after seal going out. Bunch of BS. And this, mind you, is a 30,000 pound rated trailer. Seals go out and contaminate your brakes fail. You buy a cheap trailer, you get cheap axles, you got issues like that. You get cheap suspension like this, that's all going to wear out. You can see all the paint is just destroyed. I haven't used this trailer in about a year. You get cheap boards on here. They don't tuck these underneath a piece of flat bar like they do on Diamond C. Little areas like this, every stupid thing adds up. You get a small toolbox. You don't got a bent over lip right here. As far as axles go with this thing, they've freaking been terrible. Come to the back, people talking about, oh, my ramps on whatever trailer brand. Watch this. Oh, these things will pretty much kill you. These ramps, they look like this, like from the get-go. They just look like crap. Just get destroyed, and there's nothing really you can do about it. They need to put more ribs in here, but this, again, this is steel track machine, just destroys them. I've had to weld these on several times, and I'll bet you this trailer's got less than 8,000 miles on it. Right here did good because he ended up driving right up the beam of the trailer. This had broken off right here. Actually, that down there is broken, one of the ears on the other side. Ramps will kill you every time you go to pick them up. But again, this is a 30,000 pound rated trailer. It weighs a ton. It just kind of slapped together. I don't think there's really too much engineering behind it. Once I did the axle stuff and swapped the grease, it's done all right. But I've spent so many hours after work from like the second I got that trailer. I wouldn't do it again. I would never buy that one again. Never. This little trailer is actually done pretty good. TNT, never heard of them before. Dealer had it local, ended up buying it from them. Little stupid stuff like this one, batteries, you know, go out. But when it comes to the back here, doesn't have any drop legs so that you can load equipment in here. That thing got bent up. The thing drags the ground when you dump. Little stupid stuff like that. They got a kind of iffy latch over here for when you have the gates open. So this is broken several times. This trailer's got some use out of it, but it's nowhere near as, you know, much as it looks, I guess, because little stuff like this, like that broke off, just cold welds and stuff like that. But then this one right here, all in all, you know, it's kind of a decent trailer. I don't think this brand of trailer actually made too many gooseneck option ones, but Dad bought this one like 07 or something like that, and it's a 14K gooseneck trailer. He got it for his 12K excavator. The math works out, that's fine. I don't know if people want to get in that conversation right now, but when he got it, all it had was the main upright, this piece of sheet metal here, and then one bridge for the top. First tow he did with it, the thing, he could see it flexing as he was going down the road with the machine on there. Flexing, you know, what the heck. So he drops it back off there. They said they're going to load it up with a forklift, go take it for a test run. Sat there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Haas went down there and picked it up himself because he needed a freaking trailer. He paid pretty good price for it for back then. And he spent, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or something like that, cutting all this garbage off, adding this piece here, double doing this right here, cut this out right here, shaped it to go around the corner so they could have that extra support right there at the, you know, each one of these 90s is where the stress is at. So get that all worked in, got a nice piece there, same thing on the other side, put that big old extra one there, reinforce this up here, add an extra gussets. For a trailer that you're paying almost 10,000 bucks for, and they won't do anything to fix it, and then you got to do it yourself. And the funny part about all that, like there's something funny in it, is they didn't even call to say, hey, did you come pick your trailer up? That's how very little they cared. When I posted the little video with the Diamond C the other day, Diamond C texted me that night and said they were going to address that issue, pass it on to the engineers. Same thing with the other trailer. They are working on revisions so often. It is ridiculous how often they come up with something new for their trailers. And I'm not trying to pat them on the back, but I'm just trying to tell you guys how I feel about trailers. Because there's had to be a couple more issues with that one, but that little TNT trailer's actually done pretty good. But nevertheless, this one, loads of issues, tons of issues. That yellow one over there, obviously, very huge design flaw that didn't take 2 hours to fix and weld up a couple broken things. It had to be redone up in front. Complete pain in the butt. But now, it's a good-ish trailer. The Big Buddy Diamond C, my replacement that I got for this one, 30 foot with hydraulic dovetail, knock on wood. Only thing I've had an issue with it on was the spare tire mount. Other than that, it's crumpled the tail just a little bit. But my point behind all this is, not one trailer brand is perfect. They're all going to suffer a little bit of fatigue throughout time. But those all had issues right off the bat. And this one especially, I cannot believe how much I had to work on that thing to earn it. Just so I can, you know, keep it going. Because that's the only trailer I had. It was my first gooseneck. Just got my CDL, just got the 5500. That thing I, you know, freaking setup I poured a bunch of money into. And it just gave me a bunch of issues. Like I would literally, I just get so frustrated with this trailer. Pull these duals apart. To get to the brakes on these things, you have to take the whole hub and everything off. It's a big pain in the butt. And with the Diamond C trailers, I haven't had any of those issues. You know, I've paid quite a bit more for those. Not quite a bit, honestly, depending on what dealer you go to. David at Winnemucca, he actually, no YouTube credit aside, on the Big Buddy, he gave me an outstanding deal. And that's a big reason why I drove all the way out to the middle of the desert to buy a trailer off him, because I could relate to him. He sounded like a good character, and you know, now we're pretty good buddies. But for the price I paid for that one, to get that bigger Diamond C trailer with hydraulic gooseneck or hydraulic dovetail, hydraulic jack, I would have bought the Diamond C 15 times over before I bought another one of those. The price really wasn't too much more to bear. And people send me emails throwing a fit about stuff like that, about the pricing and all that. And look, I'll tell you time and time again, I've had great luck with these. And I will pay extra for the great luck, hands down. I had to weld on this thing for 2 hours, and I fixed the issue. And I think it's preventative for later on issues in this trailer. I mean, look at it. It's got 16,000 pound skid steer on it with a bumper pull. What the heck? I mean, the flatbed on the truck, I've had issues with that. Every little thing is going to suffer some fatigue, and it's going to be up to you to throw a fit about it. If you buy something cheap, I guarantee you, yeah, you're going to get a cheap product. If you pay extra money for it, I thoroughly believe this brand trailer, you're going to get something that's going to have a better quality. So anyway, I'll tell you guys the whole big secret that I don't know when they're going to show up. The dump trailer is supposed to be here pretty quick. I've mentioned it before, but I have pretty much a little buddy version of the dump trailer coming. It's going to be an 18 foot with a scissor lift. It's going to be a gooseneck, 20K rated dump trailer. I already have this one sold for when that time comes, and I put in the order for another one of these, but Diamond C, pretty much the same exact trailer, 16 foot full tilt, 7K axles, maybe even 8K axles, I'm not sure, but I'll derate it to under 10 grand, under 10,000, but I'll derate it for under 10,000 pounds so that Haas can tow it, for because he's non-CDL for the state of California. You have to be under 10,000, and it's going to be bumper pull. So I'm going to be selling this one, selling that one. It's already sold. More than likely keep that one, but one of these days, whenever the 2.0 engineered beam F-Max 40K rated gooseneck comes out, I will have the new replacement for that. I mean, I've already put in the build sheets for every one of those, but that one should be here maybe this month. Scheduled for this month, but it might be pushed back till the next month. But the new dump trailer is definitely very close. The other two, I don't know, Diamond C's slammed and the market's weird, but I just want to make that video. A lot of talking, but just to address all the little crybabies in the comment section, I just honestly think a lot of people are flat out keyboard warriors and just have no idea what it takes to maintain your own trailers, to run your own business kind of thing, just to keep up on the maintenance and stuff like that. Everybody just wants to cry warranty on this and that. If I can fix issues on the machine that's under full warranty, I'm going to go ahead and do it. If I can do it under the trailer, I'm going to go ahead and do it. If I can fix it under in-house with relative ease, if I got the tools for it, like I said in the last video, I know everybody doesn't have the means to fix their own stuff, but there was a point in time where I didn't have the means to fix my own stuff. I did quite a bit of stuff with a freaking Craftsman toolbox that I could pack around every day with me, and I just grew that kind of stuff. Everybody can. You know, if you're going to be running this kind of stuff, it is definitely smart to have your own stuff to take and swap a spare tire on, you know. Are you going to call somebody every time you're going to do something like that? I sure don't want to, but it seems like a lot of people are willing to do that. But anyway, I'm going to end this video. We're going to be in Vegas this time tomorrow night, so by the time you guys seen this video, we'll probably already been back from Vegas. We'll see you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Look at that nice space over there. Yeah, boy.